Here we have a SAT math problem. Okay, let's go to the question. The graph of g is shown in the xy plane above. If f of x equals to 2 times g of x negative 5, what is the average rate of change of f of x between negative 2 and 4? Okay, first let's know the formula to get the average rate of change of a function between two values. Let me consider f of x, a function f of x over the interval a comma b. Okay, if I want to get the average rate of change of this function f of x between a and b, so the formula is f of the right side boundary value should be taken over here, that is f of b negative f of the left side boundary value a, and it has to be divided by b negative a. So the same formula can be used over here to get the average rate of change of the function f of x between negative 2 and 4. Here the left side boundary value is negative 2. That is for a we have negative 2 and for b we have 4. So now what I have to do is I have to plug in negative 2 for a over here and 4 for b over here and here. Then I am getting f of 4 negative f of negative 2 divided by 4 negative of negative 2. Okay, so now we need the value of f of 4 and f of negative 2. For that we can use a function f of x that's given over here. Okay, now let me take the function as it is, that is f of x equals to 2 times g of x negative 5. Okay, now let's get the value of f of 4 first. So f of 4 means we have to plug in x equals to 4 over here and here. Then I'm getting 2 times g of 4 negative 5. Okay, then we get f of 4 equals to 2 times. How can we get the value of g of 4? Okay, here we have the graph of the function g over here. Actually, on xy plane, when we have a function like f of x or sometimes g of x, sometimes h of x, all these represent the y coordinate, that is a y value. Okay, here this g of, let me erase. This g of 4 represents the y value when x equals to 4. Okay, now let's go to the graph and get the value of y when x equals to 4. So here we have the value 4 on x-axis. So corresponding to x equals to 4, what is the value of y? So let me mark this as negative 1 and here we have negative 2. So when x is equal to 4, the corresponding y value is negative 2. That is the value of g of 4 is negative 2. That is the value of y when x equals to 4. Let me plug in negative 2 for g of 4, negative 5. Then we get f of 4 equals to 2 times negative 2 is negative 4, negative 5. Then we get f of 4 equals to negative 4, negative 5 will be negative 9. Okay, in the same way, we can get the value of f of negative 2. For that, we have to plug in negative 2 for x over here and here. Then I'm getting f of negative 2 equals to 2 times g of negative 2, negative 5. Now we have to get the value of g of negative 2. So this is the value of y when x equals to negative 2. Okay, now let's go to the graph and get the value of y when x equals to negative 2. So here we have the value negative 2 on x-axis. Corresponding to this x value, the y value is over here, that is negative 1. So the point is negative 2 comma negative 1. That is when x equals to negative 2, the value of y is negative 1. So let me write the stuff over here. F of negative 2 equals to 2 times the value of g of negative 2. That is the value of y when x equals to negative 2. From the graph is negative 1. Then we have negative 5. F of negative 2 equals to 2 times negative 1 is negative 2, negative 5. F of negative 2 equals to negative 5 will be negative 7. Okay, I got the values of f of 4 and f of negative 2. Let me plug in these values into the stuff we have over here. For f of 4, we can plug in negative 9 and we have this negative in the formula itself. And the value of f of negative 2 is negative 7. Let me plug in. Okay, in denominator, we have 4 negative times negative is positive 2. And here negative 9, negative times negative is positive 7 divided by 4 positive 2 is 6. Okay, when I combine this negative 9 and positive 7, I am getting negative 2 divided by 6. 2 goes into 2 1 times and 2 goes into 6 3 times. I am getting negative 1/3. Okay, I got the average rate of change of f of x between negative 2 and 4. It is negative 1/3. We find this negative 1/3 in answer choice D. The correct answer choice for this question is D.